Well, their special teams playing a factor early. Can't be a better start for Union to get that return. Their offense needs as much help as they can get. Kind of a similar situation to St. Lawrence. Last 3 games failed to score more than 20 points, averaging just under 20 points, 19.7 a game. And how about this, Chris? On third down this season, Union, 12 of 49. That's under 25% so far, 4 games in. Not what you want to see from an offensive standpoint.
Pat Flanagan is the starting quarterback today here for Union College. It'll be a draw to the quarterback. Flanagan trying to bump it to the outside. He's going to get maybe 2 or 3 yards before he's dragged out of bounds or forced out of bounds by Ryan Suroff. It'll bring up a second down here for the Garnet Chargers of Union College. It'll be at the 48, 2 yards, bring up second down and 8.
First play for Union is going to be a QB keep all the way, and Patch Flanagan, who's got 185 yards on the ground so far, has been one of their 3 leading rushers, so look to get him going on the ground for Union in this game.
It'll be man in motion in behind the line, and Flanagan in the shotgun formation, and it'll be a run to the right side, and maybe an extra yard for Michael Fiore, the senior, 5'10", 190. It'll bring up a third down and 7 here for the Garnet Chargers.
Nice play there from St. Lawrence defense, getting hats to the football. Looked like it was Joe O'Neill and Surhoff involved in that one. That sets up an early third down. Like I said, 24% so far this season. Let's see if the Saints can take advantage, get off the field. Or this could even be 4-down territory, kind of in no man's land here.
Wind gusting a little, swirling a little bit at Leckenby right now in the grills of Union here. Third down and 7. Flanagan to throw. Quick route to the right side for Fiore. He's going to be dropped shy of the first down by about a couple yards as getting over there. For SOU, once again, Savino Morelli on the tackle to bring up 4th and short here for the Garnet Chargers.
Great instincts by Morelli there. He's assigned with guard in the flat. They hit a little QB out route to the running back right out of the backfield. Fiore catches it, but Morelli able to wrap up, take him down short of the marker, brings up a 4th down. Union will keep their offense on the field.
And trying to set the tone early here on the road at the St. Lawrence 42-yard line. 4-down lineman here for SOU. Fiore is to the left side of Flanagan. 4th down and 2 early on at the St. Lawrence 42. There's the snap to Flanagan. Looks to his right. Heaves it down the field. Single coverage. Overthrows his man. Incomplete as is intended down the field here for Tommy Leonard. And St. Lawrence on a turnover on downs gets the ball back at their own 42.
Interesting decision there on 4th down and short. I think it was less than 3 yards. They opted to go deep, and I'll tell you what, Ronnie Tolbert did have a step on Nick Giardina, ran a fly route down the sideline, but just too much air under that one from Flanagan. So how about that? After giving up the big return, Saints force a 4 and out. Now they'll get the ball on offense.
Both teams trying to set a tone early, so the defense does here for the St. Lawrence Saints. Dan Loeffler in the pistol formation with Will Lederman in behind. Saints going with the brown jerseys today, red numbers trimmed in white, red helmets and the white pants, as it'll be a 2 wide receivers left, 1 on the right, set up here for SOU. Loeffler to throw on 1st down to the left side. Will be complete on the outside here for Matt Selesky. He'll dance his way to about the 45-yard line, bring up 2nd down.
Nice drive starter there. Quick smoke screen to Selesky. Just take a step, plant his feet. If Union's playing off like they are, 6-7 yards, why not take what the defense gives you? Saints able to pick up 4 on the first play.
Saints getting to the line a little quicker than we've seen so far, at least on this play. They'll set up here and again with a pistol. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 on the left this time. As we get 7 guys in the box defensively here for Union College. Loeffler kicks the offense into motion, heels at his 40. It's going to be a play-action throw underneath and incomplete to Oscar Baldwin. Gets popped at the 40-yard line with a Nate Sullivan with dropping big number 14. Close to a late hit, but it will bring up a 3rd down here for SOU.
Unfortunate for the Saints, that one goes through Baldwin's hands, who's been very reliable in the passing game, but that is the play call you want to see throughout the game. A little RPO to Lederman. They're running cover 2, looks like, with the inside linebackers responsible for the middle of the field. You have Baldwin flashing down the seam, and he was open there. Good throw from Loeffler, but just unable to hang it in.
12:32 to go, opening quarter, no score. Union and St. Lawrence College football brought to you by the Brewer Bookstore, Park Street in Canton. Behind the line, 5 yards is Loeffler. Lederman to the right side of him with a wide out on each side. Loeffler, 3-step drop, wants to throw to the left sideline. It's going to be complete for a 1st down at the Union 47-yard line into the grass here. Nick Hutala, as he's swung out of bounds this time by the cornerback Alex Carucci, and it'll bring up a 1st down here for SOU.
Are they going to mark him half a yard short? Ooh. I thought, no way, with forward progress. Hutala cut that ball beyond the line of scrimmage, but referees say no.
A lot of offense going on the Endicott point of view, and then for St. Lawrence, not too much. Rodeo since coming in, only one completion, 21 yards. I do have to say, I thought once Lothar went down, they were going to go to Liederman at quarterback, have him go from running back to quarterback. I mean, this kid shattered a lot of records at Natick High School, played Division II football to start his career at Bentley, and is now here. He's got the experience. I thought he played well at quarterback last year, so I would have favored him over the sophomore Rodeo QB, but obviously Coach Puck is rolling with the sophomore backup quarterback on the roster, Mark Rodeo, and he'll look to improve and just get rhythm and comfortability are the two big things for a quarterback. Get into a rhythm, complete some passes, and just look comfortable, and obviously play calling helps that, and we'll see if there's a different look this half for St. Lawrence.
Definitely, I try to draw something up differently, but now you gameplay with no Dan Lothar, at least for the half, and hopefully not longer than one more half. You want him back for Norwich next week, so... And a fortunate thing for the Saints in the rules of football, since they got the ball to start the first half, they have to give Endicott the ball down 37 here. So Endicott moving right to left, St. Lawrence left to right across your radio down internet browser. You're watching it here on saintsathletics.com as Cosmin Diaz will take the return right around the 15-yard line. 25-30 and a big hit, and that'll get things juiced up here in the Saint defense, or Saint sideline, so to speak, as Morelli on the tackle there for St. Lawrence. So 1st and 10 here for the Gulls, leading 37-0.
I'll tell you what, when DC Zach Ballard watches this film, he'll be like, number 52, Sam Morelli came to play. That's a multitude of times now we've just seen big hits, this time on special teams, one on the quarterback, one on the running back on the 3rd and long. Morelli's been everywhere making some splash plays, and that was a huge hit to start the second half. As Marangi and looks like the starting unit remains on the field for Endicott in their first drive of the half.
And they're going to get Marquise Bridgewater, who is starting in the tailback position. He's to the left of Marangi. They'll go to the ground. Bridgewater now getting chased down by Thomas Auer, and he'll cut away to about a 2 or 3 yard gain, bring up 2nd down. Eventually, Liam Perkins on the tackle, who was one of the leading tackles for St. Lawrence, making the stop there for the Saints.
Yeah, we kind of saw a 3-headed monster in the backfield. Bridgewater, Cosme Diaz, and Vecchione. Look for all 3 of them to get their fair share of touches in this one.
Vecchione, we figured out, was wearing number 6. Got to look at the other. You got to look at the other side of the sheet with the double numbers. I knew we could find it. I knew it was somewhere. Here he goes, 2nd down and about 7. Long count, and a blitz coming on the right side for Ryan Surhoff. There he is! Ryan Surhoff with his first sack of the season for St. Lawrence.
I've been waiting for them to get Surhoff just rushing the passer. Yes, we know we can cover the pass. They like to play him a middle linebacker. But the talent that he is, you got to just send him screaming off the edge. Left to left tackle with no chance, gets right by, brings down Marangi for a big sack to set up 3rd and long.
Minute into the 3rd quarter. St. Lawrence, their 4 down linemen. A 3rd and long coming here for Endicott. 3rd and 15, we'll call it.
You got to just put your playmakers in a chance to make plays. And there, Surhoff screaming off the edge. Perfect play. Gets the sack, 3rd down. Let's see if the Saints can get a much-needed stop.
At the 24-yard line, 3rd and long now for Endicott. Marangi, bit of a high step, wants to go the flat, complete, incomplete to Bridgewater. The Saints hold. It'll be a 3 and out here for the Gulls to begin the 3rd quarter. He's been nearly flawless here in this first half of play.
Flawless. And I'll tell you what, I thought he played his best game as a St. Lawrence Saint last year against WNE. He was 21 of 39 for 244 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and we had a 2-minute drive right before half. That was picture perfect. Marched right down the field, and we're kind of calling plays like it's a 2-minute drive, which is what I wanted. Tempo and efficiency, and Lothar's targeting everybody around the field, getting into a rhythm, and that's resulted in a 14-0 lead after 15 minutes.
129 yards of total offense to Western England College's 71 right now, as they're still trying to get ready here for the start of the 2nd quarter, line things up, make sure everyone's on the field ready to go. Let's see, offensively here for St. Lawrence University, Lothar 6-9 passing for 69 yards right now. Oscar Baldwin 2 catches for 47, including that 16-yard touchdown early on in the quarter.
And yeah, 6 completions to 5 different receivers, so really spreading the rock out, getting everybody involved. And that's allowed them to find success on offense so far.
5 first downs for St. Lawrence in the first quarter of play. Lothar, the senior from Pittsford, New York, Rochester area, has Liederman to his right shoulder. A 3rd down and 9, we'll call it, at the 20-yard line. Lothar with some time now, flush out of the pocket, throws it down complete to Liederman at the 25, jukes his way through, gets to the 30, 1st down, and dives to the 32-yard line.
Look at the big guy move. I thought he was dead in the rights, was going to get brought down 2-3 yards short of the line of scrimmage. But look at Will Liederman dancing back and forth, makes a linebacker miss and rumbles forward, picks up the 1st down for the Saints.
David Moody on the tackle, eventually shouldering him down. 11 yards and enough for the first.
Just keep it going. Keep doing what you're doing. Quick to the line for the Saints. Lothar hands off.
And he'll go into the pile and push it to the 35-yard line. And he'll bring up second down. So it brings up second down. Jason Shamella on the tackle. Once again here for Western England College. St. Lawrence 14, Western England 0 on Brewer Bookstore. St. Lawrence University football here on B99.3 FM and B993.FM alongside Jackson Morrow. My name is Chris Engel.
Got press coverage again on the bottom of the screen. Hutala against Caulfield. We saw Lothar attacking on the first play of the game. Might be an opening here for it.
Gain here on a second down play now. Lothar to throw. And he'll go near side complete. Stretches out to the 44-yard line in front of the St. Bench for Oscar Baldwin on his third reception of the evening.
Nice concept there. Had Hutala running the slant on the bottom. Allowed Baldwin to have some room on the drag route. And this should bring up third and relatively short. Looks like Coach Puck might be arguing the spot here with the sideline official.
Yep, tough to see where it is, where the players are kind of blocking where the sideline is in front of us.
They're going to move the chains. First down, Saints.
All right, he wins the argument. 14-0 St. Lawrence University, a 39-yard touchdown run by Will Liederman and a 16-yard touchdown reception by Oscar Baldwin from the fresh Dan Lothar. And 2 plays into the season, got hurt, didn't play last week, back in the lineup. Saints up 14-0. It's going to be Liederman breaks through and gets to the 45, down to the 49-yard line. First down, St. Lawrence. A 7-yard pickup for Will Liederman.
Strong run right there. Looked like he was going to get met at the line of scrimmage, able to sidestep the defensive tackle and then picks up a promising gain of about 6.
Shamilla again on the tackle for the Golden Bears. 49-yard line, just shy of midfield. St. Lawrence up by 2 scores with just over 12 minutes to go in the first half of play. Here on Brewer Bookstore Saints football. 14-0 Saints in the all-reds tonight. There's the snap to Lothar. Back to Liederman, bumps off the guard, and now we'll get a second effort and maybe a yard. He ran right into James Berry, tried to spin off him, and finally swallowed up by the Western England front 4.
Yeah, WNE was definitely ready for that one. Won the battle at the line of scrimmage and able to take down Liederman as well as his helmet, as he'll have to come out for a play. Allow backup running back Ortega to come into the game on third down.
Thomas Gasborough on the tackle for Western New England. Now Ortega will communicate with Lothar in the backfield before this next play. Third down here for the Saints. Third down and about 3 yards. And a long 2. Ortega, no Lothar to keep it. He gets spun down to the backfield. He's going to be shy of the first down. Great ankle tackle as cutting in there. Looked like in getting an arm on the leg was Rogan Wallerspoon, the defensive lineman. So bring up 4th and short, and it looks like the Saints might be going for it.
This is pretty risky. I mean, momentum's definitely with the Saints, but you don't want to give WNE the ball on plus side of the field. They could pin him with O'Brien, but for now, Saints offense will stay on the field on 4th and 3. Definitely not QB sneak territory like it was last time. It'll be pistol formation. Look for a quick hit here to the left side of the field.
Saints did get a 4th down conversion in the quarter. It's going to be now a direct snap to Will Liederman. He's going to throw it down the field, incomplete. So a direct snap to Will Liederman, who again is used to getting snaps. So Saints don't try a conventional play. They try a little trickery here and maybe getting a little too greedy as they turn the ball over on downs on that incomplete pass by Liederman.
So, Chris, I don't think that was going to be a play call. I think that was going to be what they call rugby right. Direct snap to Liederman. They were going to have him try to punt the ball down the field with no returner. Obviously, snap over the head. So, Liederman tried to make something out of it. Couldn't. WNE will take over at the 47.